What if I told you there's a city high in the mountains, where thousands of red-roofed homes cascade down the slopes like waves of devotion? A place so dense, so vibrant, it feels like stepping into another world. A world shaped by resilience, spirituality, and sheer human ingenuity. But beneath the beauty lies a story of challenges. How does a community of thousands survive at over 4,000 meters above sea level? What dangers lurk in its dense, unplanned growth? And why has this extraordinary place faced both admiration and controversy? Before we dive deeper into Seda Monastery, let's pause to explore a surprising comparison. At first glance, Seda's sprawling red rooftops may remind you of slums. Those urban settlements born out of necessity, often characterized by makeshift homes and limited infrastructure. Yet slums captivate us. They are vibrant, dynamic, and deeply human spaces that rise from creativity and resilience. In the book Planet of Slums by Mike Davis, the author notes, there are probably more than 200,000 slums on Earth, ranging in population from a few hundred to more than 1 million people. These places tell stories of survival and adaptability. Seda Monastery shares this attraction, but for a different reason. It's not born from material necessity, but from spiritual devotion. Let's take a virtual trip using Google Earth. From above, Seda Monastery looks like an organic pattern, but its layout reflects a deliberate harmony with nature and spiritual purpose. At its heart lies the central zone, home to the main assembly hall, where monks and nuns gather for prayer and teachings. This is the only space shared by both sexes. Surrounding it are traditional Tibetan stupas, a dome-shaped building erected as a Buddhist shrine, as well as lecture halls adorned with intricate murals and sacred texts. Moving outward, the residential zone unfolds, a terraced landscape of wooden red homes that house around 10 to 20,000 residents. These homes, simple yet sturdy, follow the contours of the hills and are built to endure the harsh high-altitude conditions. Here's a unique aspect. Monks and nuns live in segregated areas, separated by a wall that ensures their spiritual discipline. While we don't know exactly which parts of the map belong to the monks and which to the nuns, this physical division is a defining feature of the settlement. Each group has its own housing, prayer halls, teaching spaces, and even shops to maintain their distinct routines and traditions. As you ascend further, you'll find the teaching and academic zones and the ritual and meditation areas, while visitors are welcomed in a designated pilgrim and visitor zone, bridging the monastery's secluded world with the outside community. Yet, what truly defines Seda Monastery is its narrow, winding pathways weave through the complex, inviting residents and visitors to slow down and experience the monastery's meditative pace. Now that we've mapped out Seda Monastery's structure, let's zoom in on how this unique city came to life. Seda, or Larung Gar, began in the 1980s as a small hermitage founded by Khenpo Jigme Phuntsok, a prominent Tibetan Lama. Students seeking a devoted lifestyle flocked to the site, transforming it from a modest settlement into a vibrant community of thousands, growing outward and upward on the steep hillsides. Residents hail from across China and even overseas, creating a spiritual hub that feels like a living organism. For all its beauty, Seda Monastery faces significant risks. Imagine living in a place where homes are packed so tightly that a single spark can ignite a devastating fire. In January 2014, this became a reality when a fire burned for nearly 11 hours, destroying 100 homes. The settlement's remote location and narrow pathways make emergency responses incredibly challenging. Coupled with harsh weather conditions, Seda's residents face constant vulnerability. These risks have drawn government attention. In recent years, safety concerns and overcrowding have led to population limits and the dismantling of thousands of homes. The number of residents has dropped from 40,000 to around 20,000. Despite protests from residents, deeply rooted in their spiritual practices, the changes remind us of the delicate balance between organic growth and safety.
And where they live and they study and they grew. And Larung Gar is something which they built with struggle to their own tears and pain.
Seda Monastery is a remarkable example of high-density, low-rise development. Unlike vertical skyscrapers, its sprawling layout maintains a human scale, creating a city that feels alive. To fully appreciate Seda's uniqueness, let's draw comparisons. Consider the chaotic yet efficient Kowloon-walled city of Hong Kong or the favelas of Brazil, which, like Seda, reflect resilience and creativity in the face of challenges. As outlined in Design Like You Give a Damn, architecture should respond to human needs while balancing safety, efficiency, and sustainability. Seda's organic growth highlights this tension. Its vibrant community is inspiring, but its vulnerabilities are a cautionary tale. So, what can we learn from Seda Monastery and other unregulated cities? How can their spirit be integrated into modern urban design? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.